Today, we bring you the heartbreaking news of a true rock legend's passing. Phil Lesh, the iconic bassist and founding member of the Grateful Dead, has left us at the age of 84. Known for his deeply innovative style, Phil wasn't just a bassist. He was a visionary who forever changed how rock and jam band music would be heard, played, and loved. His death has left a void in the music world, and as fans and musicians everywhere mourn, we're reminded of the depth and artistry Phil brought to rock music. Today, we'll take you on a journey through his story, his unmatched contributions, and the lasting legacy he leaves behind. Join us as we celebrate the life of Phil Lesh, whose music will resonate for generations to come. Phil Lesh was born on March 15, 1940, in Berkeley, California. Unlike many of his rock contemporaries, Phil didn't start out with rock or folk. Instead, he was rooted in classical music. He studied trumpet at San Francisco State University and later at Mills College, where he developed a deep love for avant-garde jazz and classical composition. Phil was a classically trained musician at heart, someone who loved to break down musical theory and experiment with complex arrangements, a quality that would later define his playing style with the Grateful Dead. His unique path led him to meet Jerry Garcia, who invited him to join a band that was experimenting with blending folk, rock, and psychedelic sounds. Little did they know this band, soon to be known as the Grateful Dead, would forever change the face of rock music. Phil's entry into the Grateful Dead was unique, as he had never played bass before joining. But Phil's adventurous spirit led him to embrace the bass guitar with an approach unlike anyone else in rock. Rather than sticking to traditional rhythms, Phil made his bass a lead instrument, weaving melodic counterpoints and vibrant harmonies throughout the band's performances. His style gave the Dead's music a hypnotic depth and improvisational freedom that allowed every song to feel like a live, unfolding story. His onstage chemistry with Jerry Garcia and the rest of the band created a sound unlike any other, and fans couldn't get enough. As the band's popularity grew, they became pioneers of the 1960s counterculture movement, captivating fans with their long improvisational performances that defied the norms of commercial rock. Hits like Asterisk Truckin' Asterisk, Asterisk Uncle John's Band Asterisk, and Asterisk Casey Jones Asterisk weren't just songs, they were experiences. Phil's bass brought a rhythmic complexity that encouraged other band members to explore new musical territory in every performance, creating that famed jam band sound the Grateful Dead would come to be known for. Deadheads, the name for the Grateful Dead's famously devoted fan base, saw Phil as an essential part of the Dead experience. His solos, his energy, and his commitment to musical exploration made him more than just a bassist. He was a true artist, someone who brought something unique to every song, every concert. But Phil's journey with the Grateful Dead and beyond was not without challenges. Like many in rock music, he faced struggles, including the hard lifestyle that came with fame in the 60s and 70s. In 1998, he was diagnosed with hepatitis C, likely a result of those earlier years. This diagnosis led to a liver transplant and marked a new chapter for Phil, one that he embraced with resilience. Following his recovery, he became a passionate advocate for organ donation, raising awareness and gratitude for the second chance he'd been given. Phil's health battles were reminders of his strength, and despite his struggles, he continued to perform, using his music to connect with fans on a more personal, soulful level. In his later years, Phil performed with various projects, most notably Asterisk Phil Lesh and Friends Asterisk, which allowed him to continue exploring music in his own way. He reimagined Grateful Dead classics and brought in new musicians to keep the spirit of those songs alive. He gave concerts that felt intimate and connected, inspiring new fans and keeping the Dead's legacy thriving for the next generation. Phil's dedication to music, even as he grew older, showed his passion for the art form and his fans. His performances were a celebration of life, a testament to the joy he found in playing, exploring, and sharing music. Phil Lesh passed away peacefully, surrounded by family and loved ones. His cause of death, while initially kept private, was later attributed to complications from long-standing health issues, likely tied to the battles he'd been quietly fighting over the years. His passing marks the end of an era for the Grateful Dead and the music world as a whole. Tributes poured in immediately from musicians and fans worldwide, sharing memories and expressing their sadness at the loss of such a vital part of rock history. Bob Weir, his longtime bandmate, posted a heartfelt message calling him a brother, a friend, and a musical partner. Other musicians from the rock world and beyond remembered Phil as an innovator and trailblazer whose contributions to music will be felt for generations to come. Phil's legacy goes beyond his bass playing. He helped define what it meant to be an experimental musician in rock, paving the way for countless artists to find their own voices in improvisational music. Today, Phil's influence can be heard in the sound of many jam bands and rock artists who cite the Grateful Dead as their inspiration. His role in the Dead was fundamental, and his approach to music, a mix of discipline and boundless creativity, remains legendary. As we say goodbye to Phil Lesh, we celebrate the incredible life he led and the music he gave the world. Phil's life was a testament to the power of music to bring people together, to comfort, to heal, and to inspire. For Deadheads, music lovers, and musicians, Phil Lesh will forever be remembered as someone who brought light, love, and creativity to everything he did. His music will live on, touching new generations, reminding us of his unique spirit and the countless ways he changed the world of rock. Thank you for watching and joining us in honoring Phil Lesh. His music, his spirit, and his legacy will live on forever. If you were a fan, we'd love to hear your memories in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more stories celebrating iconic lives in music. Keep the music alive, and let's all remember Phil Lesh for the extraordinary person and artist he was.